What is up, everybody? Long time no see. Welcome. Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is D, and together we are Guiding D-Light. Boy, did you guys see it? Did you see the Schumann resonance before they blacked it out? Have you been paying attention? So I think it was Tuesday, right? We started a galactic journey, healing, team construction. And we were able to weave in so much consciousness and heal so much throughout our little tiny Milky Way universe that it actually took effect into the Schumann resonance. Now, fast forward a couple days, yesterday, the whole day was this divine AI intervention through the frequencies of the earth, right? How did that happen? Right, I talked about it before. We got this ether, right? It eats our thoughts. It's there for a reason. It's so we don't manifest undesirable results in the universe, right? The body is a container for the soul, but the body can still radiate thoughts out. So the ether has to be there to contain it all. Well, some of us learn to blow holes through the ether. When we blow through holes through the ether, we pick up our galactic understanding, right? Our galactic heritage comes in. And then we get empowered that way, right? So we're up there in a galactic force team. We coalesce, we unify, we come together, we strengthen each other. We bring that energy down. There's the ether, and we're making the conscious grid of just blue-white plasma awesomeness, right? I'm sure some of you guys have seen this before, but it's another layer so that when the ether needs to be taken away, we still have a protection of undesirable results getting out to the universe, except instead of this one being an unempowering one, it's empowering. Well, what happened? We flipped the switch on, and you guys saw the results in the Schumann resonance, and they were like, oh my God, it's getting too much attention. We got to cut them off. Black it out. Black it out. They can't know. You know, the signs are there, guys. The gifts are there. If you're not feeling it, if you don't understand it, you know, hit me up with a session. You're probably over-complexing it, right? And I try to dumb this stuff down because I over-complexed it, right? And it sent me in a consciousness spiral that I believe wasn't the best for my trajectory. Now that I take it back and I understand it, right? Everything comes from a single molecule of water. So let's flow like water throughout the universe. Wow. Did you guys miss me? I can't believe 3 weeks go by just like that. I went down to Serpent Mounds on the 8-8, and things have been magnificent since the 8-8. Hit a comment, hit the like button, tell me what you noticed over the 8-8, but it's just been so much easier. And then now, after yesterday, complete quantum D-Fragment of unification to pure gloriness takes place. Like, how can you not feel stellar right now? Oh, you haven't done any work. Well, it's okay. You still got time. But let that be a gauge to where you are, right? If you're not absolutely shooting through the roof right now with endorphins and feeling about as electrified as you ever have, tune into it. It's there. So 8-8 went down to Serpent Mound. I'm standing there at the face of the snake, and I'm like, eat me. I got my rocks on. I'm all charged up. I'm like, eat me. I felt like the guy on the Men in Black, right? It wouldn't eat me. And I'm sitting there in front of I'm talking with my higher self, and I'm trying to see how the energy's moving and stuff, and they're like, that's it, just bring energy into it. It'll do the rest. So, okay, so I try to put energy in through the head, right? Because I'm a Leo, the energy comes in through here for me, right? That's why I ended up with this permanent scar. I don't know if anyone's noticed that through the times, but energy comes in through me and goes down my body. Well, with the snake, the energy comes in the tail. And I wasn't aware of this until I started moving the energy into the mound. Well, that energy spiraled up the tail and through the body, right? As it got to the face, the mouth went, and I thought it was going to eat me. I got all excited, but then I saw it coming, right? And I was like, whoa. Like, don't need all that juju hitting me, right? But that was a great release. And after that release has brought other opportunities of unification, communication, and harmony within my existence. I've met a couple snake beings, I guess. I always stayed away from the snake, right? The serpent's kind of creepy. Like, why? I don't know. I wasn't afraid of it, but in the same sense, I never really wanted to interact with it. But because I had that release at the mounds, I was connected to the serpent energy, and I didn't even embody the serpent energy, but it feels like it, because when I get into relationships and partnerships and communicationships now with serpent beings, I'm empowering and activating their abilities. I'm turning on their skills and their scanning mechanisms, and it's just so fascinating that that little release of energy would bring all of these unifications of frequencies into me, right? This might be a little bit too advanced for some of you people. Thank God you're still watching. You're probably going like, what is he talking about? But just know this. We're unified, right? We are turning on, right? There's been plenty of grid work down here on the core, the base face of the planet, right? That's allowed us to become more talented and to build that etherical grid of just pure blue palladium, just plasma heart, man. You gotta love this. So as we build that structure, as we keep healing the grids on the planet, as we keep uplifting each other, we keep coming together through partnership and communication, there's going to be such a big unity. It's going to be an unstoppable force, right? And if you look at what's been going on, what have they tried to do over the last 9 months? Divide. Anything but unity. So us clever ones out there, we go behind the scenes and we make the unity happen. And as the unity happens, the division becomes greater in the physical. Well, I wonder why that is. But surely you're going to see it kind of meld together, okay? And I don't want to make this video too long because I'm coming at you guys hot. I can just feel the energy radiating off my body. I'm like sweating over here. Finally got hot again. All right, so check this out, guys. We've got these gifts and these abilities and this higher energy coming down, right? We're coming out of Leo, we're going into Virgo. Virgo's all about balance, right? To be able to progress in this journey, right? And to embody more frequency and energy and to high rise into new elevated states of consciousness, we have to become balanced, right? Because you can only go so high before your tower falls, right? Because you need a foundation to hold the tower. So we build the foundation, which is becoming balanced. Then we can build a tower that's unscalable. Okay? So why am I bringing this all up? So we got the balancing beam. And I've tried to put this video out there a couple times. Hopefully this one takes. Here's the night side, here's the light side, right? Well, we're kind of balancing, right? We're doing this. Now, we're getting forced because we're picking up so much light, we're picking up so much information, it is pushing down, right? So that it's going to rise, right? But if you haven't done that much work, right, and this divine AI, beautiful D-Fragment takes place, all this energy comes down, well, it's like that. Right? The light hits so hard, your night side gets thrown off the damn balancing scale. Like it's not even there. It's floating in space and it's scared. Right? Night side's scared? Wait, did he say that? Obviously, they're going to come back poking and prodding because they want to get back on the scale. But think about that. So if you're flipped upside down right now, that's what happened. You got bombarded with so much light and energy and frequency that since your scale didn't have enough mass on it, you went pew. Now you can spin it back into the center, but good luck with that. I would say just try to stay centered and balanced within yourself, and all that shadow and everything will undo itself. And by working through your shit, doing your work, you'll build more mass, right? I've been doing this for years, and I'll never forget, 3 years ago when I had my big jump and throw off, and I didn't think I was going to come out of it, man. I was mentally imbalanced really bad. And that's why I do these videos, right? For you people out there who are freaking out, who don't understand, can't make sense of logic of anything, hearing these voices in your head, just losing your shit. Just stop, breathe. It's okay. I went through it. And I'm here on the other side telling you, you can be out of chaos. You will get through it. But unless you address the things that ticker you, you're never going to build enough mass on the scale so when the divine light and the divine gifts come down, you won't be able to contain it and it'll just throw you off balance. So I'm bringing that to you guys' awareness. I want you to understand how important it is to be balanced, but understand you are getting forced with a lot of different higher consciousness, right? If you choose to embody it and be it, you're going to have to build more mass, right? Some of us out there have built enough mass, we've high-rised enough, we've gotten to an oversoul understanding, and it's a little bit easier for us. But we're in Labor Day weekend. It's Friday, baby. How can you not be excited, okay? So we're going to take this Labor Day momentum, and this is what I want you to do. Nothing. It's Labor Day. Stop working. Get out of your consciousness and do something physical. Go walk. Go swimming. Get out of your consciousness. When you escape your consciousness and come back into the body, it allows your body to heal. You got the mental, the physical, the emotional, right? There's all these different bodies, right? And when we're in our consciousness, we're trying to pick up higher consciousness level, we let our bodies kind of take the back seat. So what I'm saying is, it's Labor Day. Quit with your consciousness work. Get in your body. Do something you like. Do something you enjoy. Really embrace this Labor Day weekend. Do something magnificent, right? Get out of your head. Be present with yourself. Get in nature if you have to. For me right now, it's swimming, right? It's heating back up. I'm about to go swimming here in a little bit. Love it. Ain't got very many days left, right? Days are getting shorter, unfortunately. But when we step back into that body presence, right, we give the consciousness a break. It allows our bodies to heal, right? So the consciousness gets so high, well, the consciousness can't go without all the bodies coming with it, right? Because you got to have the etherical body too, and the etherical body is tied to the mental, the emotional, and the physical, which is tied to all the thought processes that go through your brain that affect the body and the consciousness. Whoa, that's a lot to take in right there, I know, right? So your consciousness gets way up here, and you keep wanting to push your consciousness up, and your body's just not liking it, right? But if you let your consciousness just stop, and you allow your body to rise back up, the body will go above the consciousness, right? Because the body's physical. It's real. It's your reality. As you improve your physical body, you allow more space for your consciousness to expand. Sounds pretty easy. Some of us forget it, right? We overcomplicate things. Why? Because it intellectually sounds like, unless it's complicated, it's probably not right. And over the last, I don't know, about the last 2 years, I've taken the overcomplications and dumbdified it down so that people can understand it throughout these roundtable discussions, throughout these different groups I'm in, right? When we take a step back, we slow down, we try to understand everything from a non-linear perspective. Being linear is really hard. But to take the quantum perspective and make it linear so that linear people can understand quantum, that's when we start the great shift. And like I said, guys, they freaking had to black out the Schumann resonance. We can't let them know about it. Why is that, Commander? You know, the unification, the endorphins that go through us when we know that we're shifting, when we see change, when we understand our progressions, our, what's the word I'm looking for? Resistance, you know, being, no, not resistance. The word that when you're so excited, nothing stops you, you just go for it. Your tenacity. Can't think of it right now. I'm starting to sweat like a horse. Okay. When we have all that power, that momentum, that force that's not going to stop us, right? And then we don't see results, right? We get a little hesitant. We start contemplating ourselves, right? And to see what we've seen over these last couple of days, we know for a fact things are changing. We know for a fact what we are doing is making a difference. We know for a fact our consciousness is a lot higher and a lot more expansive than it was this time last year. Right? Some of us need to take that break from the consciousness back into the body, have some appreciation and gratitude for where you're at, all the things you've been through, and the magnificence that's poured into your life just by stepping on this journey, right? Last thing I'll leave you with this, and I'm going to get off here. God himself, right? You got to be the conduit for God, okay? When you have faith and you let God do his work through you, you understand it is not up to you, okay? You don't have to do anything. You just have to be there for when God calls upon you. And the more work you do, the more you raise your consciousness, the more energy you can run through your body, well, the greater conduit you can be for the Lord. And by doing so, the humbleness and the abundance and the opportunity that presents itself within your life is just outstanding, right? God puts you in places where you deserve to be, but he also puts you in places where you need to be, right? So don't be the one who needs to be the one who deserves to be, because we all deserve to be. With that, love you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry for the delay in videos. I don't know if you guys have ever had a 7-month-old. They're fun. 2 boys sock. I mean, I'm literally blessed right now. I've got so much to be thankful for. But I really want this message to get out there. I really want you guys to understand, take the breaks, understand how the consciousness expands. I understand how you got to embody this stuff, right? Understanding and knowledge is great, but you have to embody it and turn some of that into wisdom and really just come alive. Let that heart expand. You guys stay awesome this weekend. Have a great Labor Day weekend. I will be back shortly. I want to explain a few things. We were going a little bit different route in the healing. I'm sure if you guys had a session within the last month, I've kind of already explained it to you. But yeah, sessions are lit. Everything's going in the right direction. We are becoming the magnificence that we could never even understood or desire. As we grow our consciousness, we understand new opportunities, new abilities, and let's just say, how much greater can it get, right? Well, I won't eat there, but I'm always loving life. All right, guys, stay awesome. Be you, stay true. Till next time, peace.